Hello everyone, thank you for joining today's Words of Wisdom. Today's is from March 4th, and I quote, "Most people in lightless circumstances are saying, 'Give me light, I want light.' It's something we call selfish, self-persevering desires. There indeed is light. It just seems as if there isn't because something's covering it." From the Laws of Hope. Thank you, Master Okawa. You know how religious words, God's teachings, has that like instant effect of making you repent or reflect and like change your tendencies of the mind? I think this sentence is one of them. At least for me it is. There indeed is light. Bam, right? With such authority. This authority and power comes from El Cantare, the one who created this whole universe. That's why it's so darn powerful. There indeed is light. There is not a single moment in the history of humanity, in the history of our personal lives, that there weren't light. There's always light. But also he accepts that, yeah, sure, it may seem like there isn't light. I understand your feeling, because something's covering it. Now, what's covering it? If you've been a Happy Science member for a long time, I'm sure you'd be able to answer this question. But what covers God's light to penetrate into our hearts is our own negative mindset. Because every mind, every thought is an energy. Every thoughts are things. It's not some just like wavelength that's coming out of your brain or something and it just like disperses later on. But every thought that you produce is like, it's like a manufacturing company, okay? And every thought you have, you're actually creating a product. And these products can be oversimplified. It could be product P for positive stuff and product N for negative feelings. And if you have more negative thoughts that's been produced from all of your thoughts, such as complaints, anger, jealousy, these kind of negative emotions, what happens is it stacks up. And then that actually turns into a blockade from the light to pierce into you. I mean, think about it. The sun is an enormous energy. It's a huge power, right? It's powering up this whole solar system and this earth. And without the sun, this earth will be a freezing place. Not a single person or any creature would be able to live. That's how powerful the sun is. However, what does it take to block that sunlight? Just one piece of cardboard can block the sunlight. This is a great analogy that Master has taught us in the Kyoten Think Big. So it's like what's blocking this light is not as strong as you think. It's very easy. All you do is, I spoke about this in yesterday's today's Words of Wisdom, but it's about self-reflection, and it's a cycle of reflecting on yourself every single day. And it's simple. If you think that you don't know what to self-reflect on, it means you don't have knowledge, you don't have wisdom. First, so please study Master's Kyotens. By reading his books, you'll see the discrepancy, you'll see the gap between your reality, how you think, what kind of person you are, and the ideal teachings that El Cantare is giving us. And when you notice this gap, that is wisdom. And then after you notice this gap, trying to fix your tendencies closer to God's ideal, this step is enlightenment. This step is self-reflection. And by doing so, naturally, all of these negative blocks or the things that's covering you from God's light will go away. Now, okay, God's light going away, what's blocking God's light is going away. That's very vague. What does that have to do with my actual life? It has a lot to do with your actual life. We are spiritual beings, and the more light we feel every single day, you are making better decisions, because in the Laws of Secret, as Master has taught us, we are not just making our decisions by ourselves. There's always a spiritual influence that's like speaking into our ears. Kind of like in the old folktale, there's like an angel on your right shoulder and then like a devil on your left shoulder, and they're always like giving you inspirations, and then you make a decision. Just imagine that that's literally happening in your every single day life. So what does it have to do with me? This like vague feeling, this vague teaching of God's light. No, this is the reality. And you'll start making better decisions. And you'll start feeling much more happier. So this has a lot to do with our daily lives. That'll be it for today. Thank you very much.